Well, we're fairly back in the mild southwesterly airflow once again. Thanks for clicking on to the Tuesday edition of Vogan's European Outlook. Temperatures today 11 to 13 degrees, fairly widely across the British Isles, maybe 14 to 15 in some sheltered spots in the northeast of Wales and also the northeast of Scotland, perhaps even the southeast as well. But we're pulling in our air thanks to low pressure moving in between Scotland and Iceland. High pressure firmly to the south. We're drawing our air in from the southwest as opposed to the northwest, and therefore we're back into that milder, wetter, windier regime once again. Low pressure is going to be firmly the dominant factor in the next 24 hours. We're going to be talking about gales quite widely, but also severe gales across exposed western and northern areas, and that is going to cause some headaches. But certainly the snow cover that we had pretty deep just 2 days ago was pretty much wiped out thanks to some rain and of course temperatures well above the freezing mark. Once that area of low pressure pushes through, we're going to be back into a colder airflow once again, but it is not going to be anything on par with what we've seen. That will come down, bringing a kind of chilly northwesterly airflow, but that is going to be very short-lived because it's basically we're going to be back into that low pressure dominated pattern with milder air coming up from the south ahead of the system, colder air coming in on the backside, but then the next system is only waiting in the wings to come in. That will push warmer air back up into the UK again. So we're back in that roller coaster once again of mild then cool, mild then cool. That is going to persist probably over the next 7 to 10 days. But you can see here the next system pushed through during the weekend. Very mild air comes rushing back up over the UK and Ireland once again. Then we're back in the cool. Then we're back into the warm once again. So you get the overall theme. We've got the ripple effect in the atmosphere with regards to air masses here. Very decent area of low pressure actually coming in over the next 12 hours or so. It is going to cause some issues, I think, with regards to bringing down some trees, I think, as the area of low pressure pushes through. This is off the GFS, and you can see here exactly what we're looking at here. So really, the overall winter has been very much driven by a positive North Atlantic oscillation. So we've continued to see troughiness over the North Atlantic. The helping factor with regards to seeing winter this year has been the fact that we've had a negative Arctic oscillation. So that has pushed Arctic air into the mid-latitude pattern, and despite it being the continuation of the westerlies dominating, we haven't seen so much of a blocking area of high pressure over the North Atlantic to shut down the westerlies and reverse the winds in from the east. We've at least managed to entrain cold air into the flow, and therefore we've still managed to get some substantial snowfall, chilly nights of course as well, and I think that will come back once again as the Arctic oscillation is supposed to tank once again. There's also indications that the negative Arctic oscillation may appear. We also may see some stratospheric warming, whether it's a full-blown sudden strat warming event, who knows, but there is still a lot of winter, I believe, on the way. Whether we've seen the worst of it or not, I don't know, but certainly if you've looked at the February outlook from last night, I have alluded to the fact that I think we are going to see a turnaround probably after the first full week of February. I think we're going to get into the pattern. Interestingly enough, the CFSV2 does indicate blocking to the north, and we have cold air coming in from the east. So that's going to be something we'll need to keep an eye on. But you can see here as I skip through the sequence, one low pushes through, then we've got another low pushing through, next one comes through during the weekend, and even in the next week we've got low pressure continuing the bombard the UK. Nothing too substantial in terms of depth of low. It's more of a kind of almost a garden variety, typical unsettled pattern. It isn't like a few years ago where we had one sub 950 millibar low after the next, 90 to 100 mile an hour winds. We don't have that type of energy that we did a few years back, which is good, and that also indicates the potential for change. If you've got a very, very powerful dominant jet stream, it is hard to break that pattern. But if the jet stream kind of waxes and wanes in terms of its strength, you open the opportunity for the atmosphere to flip, and I think that is what we could see during the month of February. Keep it right here on YouTube and on markvoganweather.com. I'll keep you posted. Have a great Tuesday. Bye for now.